Greetings interwebs! So today I have very exciting news if you are a part of the Marvel fandom, universe, whatever it may be. This is probably old news because yesterday it was kind of released 8 new photos from the Avengers 2 movie, which I pretty much died about. I think I made a Facebook status saying no one can speak to me for the rest of today, so that's how serious this is. But they also released that this week's issue of Entertainment Weekly is going to feature Iron Man, Ultron, and Captain America. So if you haven't already, be sure to go out and pick that up. I'm actually on my way out to go and pick it up now, so that's very exciting news. So I figured I would just kind of go through the pictures, tell you guys all the feels I'm having, because I don't know. So we're just gonna go through it, see what happens, and hopefully this is entertaining for someone. The first one that I'm looking at is of Natasha Romanoff, and she has her short hair again and it's wavy, and Scarlett Johansson is my girl crush. She can get it. Girl crush. I'm so excited I can't speak, I'm sorry. She's my girl crush. She can get it. She doesn't even have to ask for it, but she is looking fly as always, and it looks like they upgraded some of her weapons. They changed her suit a little bit, although it's still pretty much the same as has been featured in Iron Man 2, Avengers, Captain America 2. So that is very exciting. I'm glad she has the short hair again. I really like the short hair on her. In Captain America, I thought it was a little bit flat and very just on her face, kind of, you know, I don't know. So I do really like the short hair for Natasha Romanoff. The next picture that I'm seeing is of Clint Barton running through the forest with an explosion in the background. It looks like it's snowing, so maybe we can expect some winter themed things happening. I don't know, but he also kind of reminds me of Hansel from Hansel and Gretel, because it really reminds me of that. Maybe I'm the only one that thinks this, but I mean, he really does look like it. Next we have Science Bros, and we all love Science Bros because they're great. And we have Bruce Banner, Tony Stark. Bruce Banner, he's in his little lab coat. Tony Stark is in his beautiful tight-fitting clothing, and he has no arc reactor because at the end of Iron Man 3 it was removed. So that's kind of cool. They look like they're in some sort of a lab. Bruce looks to be doing some sort of work, and Tony is there with his super high-tech gadget, just kind of looking all broody and sexy as always. Then this was a picture that set me off the most. So we have Captain America, we have Clint, Rhodey, and Tony Stark all in a sort of living room area. So my immediate first thought was domestic Avengers, because for those of you who don't know, the domestic Avengers, oh my god, listen to me. The Avengers do all live together in Stark Tower, Avengers Tower, in Manhattan for a period in the comics. So I'm kind of hoping that they do this because domestic Avengers are the best kind of Avengers. So I also like how Clint Barton is literally perched on the couch like a hawk, so that's always exciting. And Tony Stark in his vest, oh, I can't handle it. Steve Rogers looking cute as always, and there's Rhodey in the background in his suit. So they all seem to be pretty dressed up, so I'm wondering if maybe they went to an event to kind of thank the Avengers for what happened in Avengers 1. I don't really know, but my fingers are crossed for domestic Avengers, so I hope that this happens. We have Steve Rogers and Thor, both of them in their kind of just uniforms. Nothing too special about that, although I will mention that the Captain America uniform does look new. I had seen pictures of this previously when they were in South Korea filming, and it seems they've updated his outfit a little bit, which I do really like, and I gotta say I'm a fan of it. Thor's looks generally the same, although it does look a little bit altered. Again, nothing too drastic. I do like the changes that have been made. I think it just really pulls everything together very nicely. And this next photo is just kind of all of their outfits on a hanger, and then it has their little names and whatnot. I mean, this is very exciting. I would like to have this casually just chilling in my room so I can dress up like the Avengers and fight crime in my room, and I sound sad and pathetic, but it's okay. Next one we have Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver. Yeah, I mean, they're there. I understand why they would bring them into the plot. I just don't necessarily The whole thing that's killing me is there's 2 Quicksilvers now in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, because you had the Quicksilver from Days of Future Past, who I actually did really like. I wasn't sold on him with the gray, like, matted hair wig and goggles, but I do really like him. I can't decide who I like better in terms of their appearance, because this one, as my friend Keith would say, he looks like Draco Malfoy in gym clothes. But I'm excited to see what they do with their characters. I don't want to say I'm not sold on them yet, but I need to see what they're going to be doing before I make a final judgment, because just based on the pictures alone, I don't know how I feel about it yet, but I'm excited to see what they have in store. And then this last picture is just Joss Whedon, Scarlet Witch, and Clint Barton, and they're all kind of just behind the scenes doing their thing. So those are the photos that were released, of course, along with the cover of the new Entertainment Weekly. I'm always excited when new photos come out. This is all kind of getting us ready for San Diego Comic-Con, which is next week, and I cannot wait. Although by the time this video goes up, it'll be exactly 1 week away, so that's always exciting. So that's pretty much everything. And then as I was reading through the article on Entertainment Weekly, they kind of announced a little bit of the plot, so I wanted to just read it because I'm freaking out about it, so I figured I would share anyway, even though you all probably have already read it. So it says, for better or worse, Tony Stark has devised a plan that won't require him to put on the Iron Man suit anymore, and should allow Captain America, Thor, Black Widow, Hawkeye, and the Hulk to get some much needed R&R as well. His solution is Ultron, self-aware, self-teaching artificial intelligence designed to help assess threats and direct Stark's Iron Legion of drones to battle evildoers instead. The only problem? Ultron lacks the human touch, and his superior intellect quickly determines that life on Earth would go a lot smoother if he just got rid of public enemy number 1, human being. If you've read the comics, you know that Ant-Man originally created Ultron, and when they had announced that they were kind of doing their own take on it and making Tony Stark the creator of Ultron, we all knew I was on board for this, because, like, hello, I'm a Tony Stark lover. And can I just please point out before I go on that I have a stained glass Iron Man shirt? Like, this is awesome. Anyways, back on track. So when they decided to have Ultron be created by Tony Stark, I was just kind of like, well, what does this mean for Tony Stark? I will have the video linked down below where I kind of talk about it. But my whole thing is he's having all of this guilt already in Iron Man 3, and then everything that happens in Iron Man 3, I feel like they're setting him up to be sitting in a padded room hitting his head against the wall, because he's just, everything's happening. And then also they had announced previously that Jarvis is going to be Vision, who is kind of a like robotic, computerized thing created by Ultron. I know I'm not explaining this right because my brain is in jumbles right now, but he's created by Ultron, so to have that be Jarvis, it's kind of just like, oh my gosh, poor baby Tony Stark. Really just, I'm so excited. I cannot wait, and we still have more than a year left. So that's really it. There was no point in this video other than for me to just share my feels, because I needed to share it with the interwebs, because this is the only place where I can really do this stuff, I guess. I don't know, but that's it. Make sure that you subscribe if you haven't already, and stay tuned because I do have a bunch more nerdy, Marvel-y type videos coming up, and definitely stay tuned because I'm going to be uploading videos in relation to San Diego Comic-Con, kind of how I'm prepping to go there. I'm also planning on filming some videos while I'm at San Diego, so we'll see how this all works out. But thank you so much for watching, and until the next time, I will see you guys in the next video.